So you may be wondering, how did I get so fabulous today? It was a journey. Amen. But one day, I went to the library. And I would sit quietly in the library because I was invisible, and I was in elementary school then. And the librarian, she would come talk to me, and she was very firm. But she would intrigue me and get me to come back to the library. So she would say things like, come back to the library during the lunch hour, right? And so I would come because I didn't want to go in the lunchroom, and I would come and have lunch with her. And she would give me a book and tell me to come back the next day. So I would come back the next day. She'd say, here's the catalog, file this book. And then I had to learn the catalog system. And her name was Miss Lewis. And today I know that she was my first mentor. Miss Lewis instilled a number of things to me. She taught me about books. She told me to read them and how animated and important books were. She taught me how to catalog books and the numbering system and all that about library science, which computers have taken us away from today. But Ms. Lewis taught me a few other things. She taught me the importance of reading and going outside of my environment, and she taught me how to dream. So Ms. Lewis told me if I was to read all of these books that she had on this list, as well as volunteer during my lunch hour, that I would be able to go on a trip with her in the summer. And she took her volunteers to Irish Hills, Michigan. Now I know that that's just a couple hours away from Detroit. But when you're just in the city of Detroit, you haven't been anywhere, it was a vacation. And so I read all those books. I volunteered as many hours as Miss Lewis would have me. I learned that she wasn't mean. And I was able to go to Irish Hills, Michigan with her. And I went with Miss Lewis to Irish Hills, Michigan for 3 years. So 3 summers I spent a day in Irish Hills, Michigan. And that experience took me outside of my current environment. That experience introduced me to culture. She took us to museums. She talked to us about art. So she helped me to dream bigger than what I was seeing every day. In fact, Miss Lewis, I still think about to this day. I tried to find her because I wanted to tell her, if I had not have met you, where would I be? And so she gave me hope, and she helped me develop my skills. And over the years, I've had a number of mentors, and I can just go through and name a ton of them. But I remember in my master's program, I went to predominantly white universities, which meant that the professors were predominantly white. And I had not met a professor that looked like me, not even a male professor that looked like me. And they were more common to have male professors than female professors. One day at the University of Michigan, I ran across the name Dr. Smith-Pollard, Dr. Deborah Smith-Pollard, and she was the first Black woman that I saw at a university. And I had to be near her. So she was brilliant, and she was my mentor for my dissertation. And she taught me, she wanted to meet outside the university. So again, taking me outside of my current environment into a new environment. And she always wanted to meet with me in this little quaint area of Detroit that served vegetarian food and was known for music and culture. I had never been. So we would always go to this vegetarian restaurant for lunch. And she taught me a lot about being a woman, but being a cultured woman. And so I looked to her, not thinking that one day I would be a professor. I just looked at her like, wow, she's this brilliant woman, the only Black woman at the University of Michigan who's a professor, and she must be so smart. And so I took her advice, and she worked with me, and I never thought that one day she would be the image in my mind of what I would become. And so she was one of the mentors that stood out to me. And like I said, I had many. So now today, I stand here as a mentor. I mentor teens, I mentor college students, peers, I even mentor parents. And over the years, I've mentored just about everyone near me in some way. And these mentoring relationships taught me a lot about myself and my beliefs. And most recently, these experiences have me reflecting. And I was reflecting on mentorship and what I'm learning and how I've grown, and I came up with these premises. First, a mentor's job is to motivate, empower, normalize experiences, and share expertise. Oprah once stated, a mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside of yourself. I tell my mentees that everyone connected to me is destined to win because of the anointing on my life. And they actually believe me. So I'm sure you all have many ways of empowering and instilling hope, but that's one of mine. Also, the second thing, I hold the belief that mentors genuinely want their mentees, not to be like them, but to be better than them. They pour into their mentees so that their mentees can exceed them in success. This is the role. If the next generation is only as good as we are, we have failed them. Our mentees' success speaks to our effectiveness as a mentor. Their wins are our wins. The third thing, there are so many rewards to mentorship. The reward may not be monetary, and I can't speak for everyone, but my heart and soul genuinely smiles every time one of my mentees reach a goal of theirs. It is as if I reached the goal myself. I never anticipated such joy from the mentoring relationship. And last but not least, the mentoring relationship is an exchange, not a sacrifice. Sometimes people think, oh, I don't have time to do that. It will take so much from me. But it's an exchange. We can learn so much from our mentees. We just have to be open to the lessons. If we treat this relationship as being necessary and just as important as the air we breathe, we will value it more. Would you all agree with me? So we need more mentors and more programs within urban communities helping kids navigate this world. Yesterday I was on Another View discussing youth self-injury. And the one thing that came up is the lack of conflict resolution training in schools and the need for more mentorship programs to help our children. We all are here as mentors and supporters of the mentoring relationship because we believe that mentoring changes lives. We believe mentorship is powerful and has the ability to mend hearts, heal wounds, and alter the course of people's lives. These relationships provide mentors with the opportunity to build self-esteem, to combat bullying, to teach the next generation that they are magical, to allow space for them to dream, to plant seeds of success, and to support mental wellness. Maya Angelou once said, in order to be a mentor and an effective one must care. You must care. You don't have to know how many square miles are in Idaho. Know what you know and care about the person. Care about what you know and care about the person you're sharing it with. Girls with Goals Alliance genuinely cares. And we are all here because we care and support the vision of this wonderful organization. And I'll leave you with one quote. Michelle Obama said in her book, Becoming, when you've worked hard and done well and walked through the doorway of opportunity, you do not slam it shut behind you. You reach back and you give other folks the same chances that helped you succeed. And it's time for more of us to reach back. Thank you.